I wasn't planning on shooting a video this morning, but it's just so nice. It'd be rude not to. It's bloody cold again, but it would just be rude not to shoot a video. I've only got my phone, so the high-end cinematics are out the window, but it is beautiful. So following on from our video that we've just shot with talking about interdimensional beings, I thought it'd be quite cool to give you a list of environments that I've experienced during the DMT breakthrough state, and just to cross-reference whether or not you guys have seen any of the same things. I mean, obviously a lot of the people that are on our channel would have heard this before, but if you're new to the channel, then take heed, have a listen, and let us know if you've seen any of the same sort of stuff and been to the same sort of places. Okay, so environment number one, the Geometric Mandala. Everybody talks about it, everybody knows what it is. As your universe disintegrates, you will be faced with a growing, ever-changing geometric mandala, and this can kind of move from what you would recognize as closed-eye visuals into absorbing you into a space where this breathing wall of geometry, sharp crystal geometry, is kind of luring you in and sort of beckoning you to enter it. So it's an environment a bit like, I kind of liken it to the film Annihilation, with that kind of wall of rainbow substance, but is obviously infinitely more detailed than that. It's detail that you just can't possibly even comprehend, and it's just like a siren song that just sort of beckons you toward it. So that is environment number one that I have experienced, and a lot of people, I believe, have too. So environment number two, and there are a lot of environments. I've had a lot of experiences, Justin's had a lot of experiences, so I'm going to kind of list a few, not all, but a few. So environment number two that I have found myself in is like a psychedelic kitchen, and I am like a child in this psychedelic kitchen. I am smaller, I am almost like a toddler, and Mama is doing the dishes and either looking on disapprovingly based on recent behaviours, or approvingly, nurturing, and in fact a bit of both. And Mama is the blue skin leader, and she is kind of giving me advice telepathically whilst I sit in her psychedelic kitchen. Environment number two is actual space, as in like space, as in like in the stars, in the kind of galaxies, in amongst the galaxies, only with a twist that the space is in itself psychedelic. It feels similar, it looks similar, but there are moving geometries and kind of I've seen stars, like a neon blue plasma sort of stars that don't look like the white star, the white light of a star. They're like a blue plasma, and then obviously incorporated in that are spaceships. I tell you not, spaceships. One of my most memorable experiences was being in space on some kind of geometric checkerboard and being summoned and sort of just having a fleeting look around and seeing two starships floating in space in amongst the sort of blue neon plasma stars. These two morphing, changing starships, and then being summoned down onto what was the planet. Then we have like the actual planet environment. So this would be one of my kind of talked about episodes. There is an episode on the channel where I met like a mantis insectoid alien god on what appeared to be a very hot and humid desert-like planet with red sand and red skies, and then in between like a dark red dune was a vehicle of some kind, like a chariot. Looked like a chariot with golds and sort of diamond, adorning it, with these kind of mantis warriors on the haunches of this vehicle, this organic looking vehicle type thing. And then obviously the big mantis man just appeared in front of me and basically downloaded my soul. Then we have like the Earth-like environment. So they're like when you kind of have a few experiences on the bounce, and then you almost push straight through the geometry to enter into the environment. I've had experiences where things are very Earth-like, very dream-like. Being in a house, being on a road, looking at a house, walking down a road. There are obviously weird Matrix-style, glitchy, differences in the environment. You might be looking at the same object from 4 different angles at the same time, sort of a multi-dimensional aspect to it. But there are Earth-like environments, and then it kind of, you kind of ask yourself, are we kind of sort of in some sort of quantum multiverse experience where you're experiencing your life but slightly shifted in a weird way? So the Earth-like environment is quite weird. And I think I'll finish on one of my most profound experiences. Was being accompanied by the blue skin lady in a childlike, godlike form, who sort of sat with me and pushed me through a box that she had asked me to look into, which was just the most insane artifact that I've ever seen. I mean, if you think of the Ark of the Covenant times by 1 trillion, this thing was just, I can't even describe it. It was beautiful and alien and holy and ethereal, and she asked me to concentrate on the box and look in the box, and in the box I kind of moved into the box with her, and we went into, or what opened up into, some kind of huge pyramid structure, which again was just this most intricate, detailed place, where the workings of the universe were sort of being undertaken. And then we moved through that. It was almost like a consciousness wormhole that we kept moving through, deeper levels, and just being basically taken on a tour of the architecture of the universe. It was fucking insane. Now, of course, all of our videos and all of our content is highly speculative and meant to be entertaining. But these experiences are based in experiences that we have had according to how we remember them. And again, I know that can be a squirrely process within itself, the human memory. But going back to our video that we just shot about the this kind of the UAP, interdimensional beings, maybe it's kind of the key is this kind of consciousness wormhole, this unlocking powers of the mind that we don't yet understand via the use of psychedelic compounds that will enable us to harness this consciousness wormhole that I'm now going to coin the phrase for, the consciousness wormhole. And then maybe we are reciprocating visitors from the consciousness wormhole, which are the UAP experiences that are taking place currently. Highly speculative, highly entertaining, thought-provoking, hopefully. Let me know what you think. Comments, likes, subscribes, please. For the love of God, let's help the channel grow and push it forward. Much love to you all. See you in the next one.